and knock its head off. Well, it's me first. Look at the size of the stone you've got. Oh, shut up. Here goes.
Humans. I might have known.
Missed by a mile. See if you can do better. Missed by 2 miles.
Oh, you pesky little perishes.
Oh, cripes, it's alive.
You wait till I catches up with you. I'll bang both your heads together, so I will. All 3 of us.
There's your lad Mickey up to no good again, Mrs. Peacock.
And your Manu, if I'm not mistaken.
Come back here, you 3. I've got the item of your life to give you.
Very strange friends Mickey's got these days.
More like one of Manu's.
Come and get that walloping I promised you.
You can't come in. It's our house.
Yeah, very nice little house it is, no. Even nicer than the little big house what the Crow Man pinched off of me. Here, does you titches live here all by yourselves, then?
Not really. It's just pretend.
Yeah, just as I thought. You 3 is squatties, ain't you? You will shove off. This little house will do me nicely.
Come on, Manu. Let's see if your mum's got any cakes to give away.
Hey, wait a minute, cakes? Did he say giving away cakes?
What if he did?
Well, why force anyone in his right mind give away cakes instead of eating them?
They're just the sale ones you can't sell in the shop.
Does you live in the shop, Missy?
Yes, she does. I live next door.
Yeah, well, next door ain't no use to me. Next door might just as well be 11 mile away. Can you get any of these giving away cakes for me, then?
Why should I?
Because if you don't, I'll tell you what I'll... Because if you do, I'll tell you a secret.
Go on, then.
There's a scarecrow.
So what's the secret?
Well, that's it. I've just told you.
Well, it's a jolly stupid one.
Look, if you 3 titches don't watch it, I'll tell you what I'll do. I might go into a sulk. And I'll sulk and I'll sulk and I'll sulk until all my straw drops out and all that's left of me is bare twigs and broomsticks. I could sulk for 11 old days, so I could, and then you'd be sorry.
No, we wouldn't.
All right, then. Just for that, I won't sulk.
He sure looks to me as if he's sulking.
Yes, well, that's where you're wrong, Mr. Clever Clogs, because this here ain't a sulk at all. This here's a non-sulk. So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
He does look a bit different. His eyes are more red. And his ears stick out more. And his nose is longer and bigger. He's definitely a bit uglier.
Uglier? Who you calling ugly?
Not so much uglier, more as really horrible.
Right, that does it. I want to see
Top of the morning, sir. Is it yourself?
Oh, good morning, Mr. Rooney. Ah, yes, cash on delivery. You've come from the Widow Thurston.
I have not. I just come from my own cottage.
Yes, but you've come for the Widow Thurston scarecrow.
I have that. And talking of cash on delivery, she asked you if you mind very much if she pays you in fresh eggs and butter.
Oh, barter.
That's right, butter and fresh eggs.
Oh, yes, well, that'd be splendid.
Oh, the eggs are in the hen and the butter's in the cow. Be ready when you are.
Ah, yes, well, as you can see, Mr. Rooney, the Widow Thurston scarecrow's incomplete.
It is that, sir.
Yes, well, would you apologise for the delay and say I've had some trouble finding the right quality mango wurzel?
You would have. The travelling scarecrow maker snaps them all up.
Travelling scarecrow maker?
That's right. He made all the scarecrows round here till you came along.
Yes, I know that, Rooney. That's why I did come along.
He makes a cheap scarecrow, sir.
He certainly does. You'll find no cheap scarecrows here. Every scarecrow that leaves his hands is craftsman-made, worth its weight in, what did we say, eggs and butter?
We did, sir. But we'll have to shake hands in it another time. It's the Widow Thurston's cows that won't wait, you see, sir. They have to be milked.
Then come back tomorrow.
Funeral tomorrow, sir.
Wednesday, then?
My niece's wedding.
Thursday.
Goddaughter's christening.
Friday?
Friday would be a fine day, except I don't work for the Widow Thurston Fridays. I work for Father O'Malley. And he doesn't need a scarecrow. Not that I know of.
Saturday?
Saturday! My day off. But don't fret yourself, sir. I'll go and find a travelling scarecrow maker.
No, wait, Mr. Rooney. If Mrs. Thurston is in such a hurry for her scarecrow, I believe I have just the thing.
Does it not need a hat, sir?
Not this one. No, the one I have in mind is a real, fully finished, live, that's to say, proper scarecrow. Yes, Mr. Rooney. Come along.
It's a fine scarecrow by the sound of it, sir.
It is indeed, Mr. Rooney. None of your cheap scarecrows for me. I'm no fly-by-night cheap jack here today, gone tomorrow, flibbity-gibbet, box job travelling, part-time so-called scarecrow maker. I come from a long line of crowmen. And mark this, Mrs. Thurston doesn't get this scarecrow for eggs and butter. Oh, no, I shall require a bit of bacon as well.
I suppose that'll be subject to negotiation, sir.
Oh, yes.
The crossroads, you said, sir. Here we are. Oh, girl. Oh, easy there.
What would a widow Thurston be calling a new scarecrow? 'Tis a powerful silly thing to be sure, but we've always given scarecrows names in these parts.
Oh, quite right, Mr. Rooney. The scarecrow's name is Worzel Gummidge.
'Tis a fine name. All you need is a scarecrow to go with it.
Hello there. Hey, are you going to keep all them cakes to yourselves, or are you going to give a crumb or two to poor old Worzel, what's starving from starvation?
Don't be silly. Scarecrows can't starve.
Oh, fine friends, you turned out to be no mistake.
We never said we were your friends. No, we didn't.
Here, how would you like me to learn you a special language, what nobody else can speak?
Not really. Sounds too much like school.
Oh, you won't learn this at no school. G were over dee Worzel. A T were over dip. Y were over you were dip. M were Y were dip. F for I were E were M were D were S.
What does that mean?
That means good day to you, my friends, in Worzelese.
Kia ora iho kete koe.
What's that mean?
Good day to you, my friend, in Maori.
In Meowly? Is that what pussies speak in New Zealand?
Don't be stupid.
All right, well, if you three won't give me no cakes, I'll have another sulk, so I will. And I'll sulk and I'll sulk and I'll sulk until me head rolls off and that there pig eats it up. And then you'll be sorry.
This should be interesting. That's Mrs. Thurston's pig. It's always hungry.
Yeah, well, so am I. So I'm gonna sit in here and I'm going to sulk until I get fed.
Don't throw cake at the pig, Manu. I want to see it eat the scarecrow's head. It'll be a shame if it does. I reckon that scarecrow could be worth something. Come off it. Who'd want to buy a scarecrow? A walking, talking scarecrow? I reckon the museum at Waka Waka might be interested.
Peanut, Piddly Wacky. Did you say the museum at Piddly Wacky?
I thought you were sulking until your head rolled off.
Yeah, well, so I was, but I ain't got time for that now. That there museum, well, then that museum is where my Aunt Sally is.
Who's Aunt Sally?
Who's Aunt Sally? That's my intended, bless her little wooden head. Would you like to help me rescue her?
Is she a real Aunt Sally?
Yeah, of course she's a real Aunt Sally. She used to work in a coconut shine and have wooden balls stuck at her head.
Did you get that, Manu? A real Aunt Sally? If we rescue her, we could start our own fairground and give coconuts away for knocking her head off.
Yeah, that ain't the idea at all.
Come on, let's go. Come on, Manu, push.
Worzel? Worzel? Thank you. Much obliged.
You can't come in.
Why force can't we come in?
Read that.
Los Lockets rough, none of renefit. You can't come in.
Quite right. Now be off with you before I show you me boot.
Come on, Titchy.
Smoko!
That'll do nicely. Come on.
Yous can't come in. Oh, I think I can. Please give my card to your master.
This fellow's here with his card, sir, claiming to be a crowman.
Claiming to be? And you've kept him on the doorstep. Show him up, Gilbert, show him up.
I'm sorry, sir. I will, sir, right away, sir.
Look, Mickey, there's some stairs. We can get in that way.
Himself, sir, Mr. Crowman.
My workman. Very slack dash, I'm afraid. This is indeed a great honor, Mr. Crowman. A very great honor. Oh, of course, I'm more than familiar with your Antipodean addendum to that excellent work, The History of the Scarecrow.
Only a footnote.
May one dare to ask when we may expect Volume 2?
It's in preparation. At the moment, I'm more interested in Aunt Sally's.
Oh, Aunt Sally's. Oh, no doubt you are familiar with my own trifling monograph on the subject.
An impressive work. I wonder if I might inspect your collection.
Oh, not that it compares, of course, to the monumental work of your distinguished colleague.
My distinguished superior back in the old country.
I was particularly interested in the chapter on the wickerwork scarecrows of ancient Java.
Really?
Frantic in the 4:15. Looks good.
He's blocking the stairs. What are we going to do? Don't know.
I'll take that with Jolly Jim and the double at Trentham. Oh, better get it on. Hello?
Come on, quick.
Hey, who's there? Oh, I'd like $2 on Frantic and the Fifth with Jolly Jim. Sorry, the race has started. What do you mean the race has just started?
Look! Worzel!
Mind you, Hans. It's only made of twigs and straw.
Don't say thank you, will you?
Oh, I like that. Who let me dangling there in the first place?
It's not much fun in here. Everything's covered up.
Yeah, my Aunt Sally ain't here neither. Maybe he's got her locked up in a big box upstairs in the attic. That's where she usually ends up. Hark.
I don't hear anything.
Didn't you hear her weeping and a snivelling? That's my Aunt Sally. She's in here somewhere.
What's she look like?
What's she look like? She looks like rainbows, apple blossom, and roses unfolding their soft petals in the morning dew. And her pretty nose will be running from weeping her silly little head off. Now get looking.
The effigies of Easter Island now.
Professor Pike.
I was most taken with your theory that they are, in fact, giant stone scarecrows.
Professor Pike.
Have you yourself ever visited Easter Island?
Professor Pike, with great respect. Blow Easter Island. One of your Aunt Sally's is in grave danger.
In danger, Mr. Crowman? In danger of what?
In danger of causing a great deal of mischief. That is, in danger of being stolen.
Oh, no, I hardly think so, Mr. Crowman. Not with our security here. My commissioner, Gilbert, misses very little. Now, in the chapter on ancient Egypt, mention is made of the corn dollies found in the pharaoh's tombs.
Oi, Titches. So it's all clear. He's gone. Come over here and help old Worzel find Aunt Sally. That ain't her. That ain't her. Oh, that ain't her. And that. Woo! Good. But that ugly old fossil certainly ain't her. My. That's a crow and a half, that is.
Is this here, Worzel?
Aunt Sally, my beloved.
What about this one?
Well, I'll be bum-swizzled. My Aunt Sally's turned herself into another Aunt Sally. She's like the dang double-headed planet.
Here's another one.
Oh, she's sprouting like daisies in 10-acre field. How many Aunt Sallys is there in here?
Perhaps she's under here.
Oh, that's an hurdy-gurdy. That ain't my Aunt Sally. But one of these ones is. The only trouble is, I can't tell t'other from which. Now then. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You catch a big, fat, cross-eyed crow. That's not her. 1 potato, 11 potato, 4 potatoes, 3, 7 potatoes, 9 potato, 104 potato, 5. No, it's not her neither. Turnip pot, turnip stew, turnips baked in a pie. The next one is you. No, it ain't, because that's not her at all.
One of them must be.
I know that, young missy. The question is which? Here, what are you doing with that hurdy-gurdy?
I'm just turning the handle.
Well, you set it going, so you have. Now we'll find out who the real Aunt Sally is, because that's fairground music, that is, and I never could resist fairground music.
This one's crying.
Well, that's because it reminds her of having wooden balls chucked at her head. Yeah, this is my real Aunt Sally, all right. Yes, I think it is. There's only one way to find out. Let's get inside that look-through box. Now then, where's half a brick?
Wouldn't this be a better way?
Oh, ain't you the proper little smarty pants? Come on, you three. Get inside this look-through box. Careful with that paint. If it chips it, she'll have our guts for garters. Come on, Aunt Sally.
Hey, Worzel, don't lock it.
Then the chapter of the kilted scarecrows of the Highlands among the ragged clans.
Professor Pike, I have not come here to talk about scarecrows. Do you realize the damage that can be caused by one Aunt Sally if she's turned loose?
Damage by an Aunt Sally.
Two, an Aunt Sally, I should say. Use it.
Hurdy-gurdy. Butterworth and Simpkin, I should think circa... It's the one in the fairground collection, where I keep my Aunt Sally's. Downstairs. Come along.
Now then, Aunt Sally. We'll soon see whether you're the real Aunt Sally, all right, Aunt Sally? Because if you is, you'll come to life and you'll marry your old Worzel for rescuing you in the first place. And if you ain't, you won't. In any case, I knows what to do in situations like this. I has to breathe life into you with a kiss. One to get ready. 5 to get ready. 4. Can't do it. I'm too bashful. I know what I'll do. I'll do it with my eyes closed. Then we'll find out whether you is my real Aunt Sally or not.
You slobbering haystack! Oh, it's like being licked on the chops by an herd of cattle. Disgusting.
That's my Aunt Sally.
man's trying to make off with one of our Aunt Sally's.
Steady now, skin him alive. Caught you red-handed.
Quick!
Come back here, yous can't come in, and yous came in.
Come on, Aunt Sally, get in here.
If yous coming again, yous can stay out. Too late, I fear, Professor.
Bless my soul.
And bless mine, too.
Aunt Sally, can I have a little rest now, please?
No, you can't have a rest. Got to buy me them tin cakes what you promised before the shops close.
If I don't have a little rest, I'll drop dead of exhaustification, so I will.
Poppycock! Anyway, if you don't like pushing me, you'd have bought a horse and carriage. Not a flipping wheelbarrow. Either that or a grand motor car. I'll have you know, Worzel Gummidge, that when I stayed for the weekend with His Noble Highness the Duke of North Cumberland, he very kindly sent his gold-plated Rolls Royce to fetch me. And another thing, Worzel Gummidge, the only reason why I'm pushing you instead of you pushing me is so we can get to the shops and you can buy me the tin cakes.
Yes, Aunt Sally.
Oh, girl. Oh, miss.
Yes?
That's a fine scarecrow you got there. Better than the poor thing I've got here. Would you be after selling it at all?
I might. Let's grab her.
Well, Aunt Sally, that should keep you out of mischief for a while. Ah, Rooney, did you find a scarecrow?
I did that, sir. A fine one. The widow Thurston's well satisfied, sir.
Good. And which paddock did you put him into?
He's in no paddock, sir. You see, the lady's powerful plague with birds down the chimney.
A chimney? You mean?
There's himself.
That'll keep you out of mischief, my friend.
Right.